Welcome to Chamber Exchange, a TV show. My name is Tim Murray, President and CEO of the Worcester Regional Chamber of Commerce. And Chamber Exchange, a TV show, is an opportunity for us to talk about our chamber member businesses and organizations that are doing great things and employing people and helping the economy here in Central Massachusetts. And it's also an opportunity for us to talk about issues that are important to economic development and public policy in the region as well. The show happens because of our sponsor, Bank Hometown. I want to thank them. And we'll jump right in. We've got Michelle Power, who is the founder of Pawsitively for Pink, and Kathy Chapman. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, so Michelle, you're the founder, and it's Pawsitively with a P-A-W.
Yes.
So maybe you could just tell us the purpose of the organization and how
Sure.
and why you founded it.
Sure. So Pawsitively for Pink is a foundation or a 501c3 who financially assists low-income women who have been diagnosed with breast cancer in Worcester County, in Massachusetts, but we really focus on Worcester County. Obviously, that's where I'm from. It was founded in 2018 after watching friends, family, acquaintances, after being diagnosed with a pretty serious cancer, really struggle with the psychological aspects of not only the diagnosis, but then financially, how are they going to try and get through that? So having grown up low income, I really understand the psychological effects of that, the judgment, the embarrassment and shame of people thinking that you're low income and what that actually means. So I really wanted to put my effort into that population.
You know, you hear on the news and you hear stories about, you know, cancer touches everybody and every family in some shape, manner, or form. But people talk about, you know, a diagnosis away from kind of financial ruin. And while we're blessed in Massachusetts to have some of the best health care around, including here in Central Massachusetts with some great facilities, and generally people have some level of insurance here. Even with that, it can, you know, a diagnosis and kind of care can impact work, your ability to earn income, and just really be devastating.
Oh, every one of us is two or three paychecks away from being low income. So there's a great myth around low income and what that means. And I don't know that many people know this, but 66% of women who get diagnosed who are low income end up losing their jobs within the first year of that diagnosis. So, you know, you could have some money saved and you could be doing okay, but it really takes a toll on your work life, your family life.
And Kathy, you've joined the effort?
Well, I happen to be the president, so yes, I joined the effort, and you know, I'm happily a part of the organization. You know, I mean, we've been very effective in the women that we have helped. You know, the women that come to us by the time they get to us are at a metastatic breast cancer stage, and so you know, and I'm proud to say that we help people whether they make, and we allow them to make their own choice of how they have treatment. They do it whether they choose holistic or traditional. And there's no one that will help somebody if they're doing holistic treatment, and we are actually helping a woman that's doing holistic treatment. And we also help people 6 months beyond treatment end. No one will help you. When treatment ends, it ends.
Right.
And so, you know, it's, when I say we've made a huge effect, we've helped at least over 65 women. Michelle can probably speak a little bit more to that. But, you know, and we've lost a couple, unfortunately, who are very near and dear to us, but we've also had success stories. We had a woman that came to us, and at the time she came to us, had a 7% chance of surviving, and she had a in-house daycare. She had to stop it. So they went all her income. And so we actually helped her for 3 years pay her mortgage while she went through treatment. And after 3 years, we can say that she's in remission.
So can you just talk a little, you know, so how do people learn about it? Sounds like there's some referrals, but then, you know, the services that you provide, and it's financial, but just, you know, how do you work with an individual woman who's going through this?
Well, typically they hear from us through the American Cancer Society or a liaison from UMass or one of the local hospitals, social workers. That's how they hear about us. Or actually, Facebook, we get a lot of people, you know, applying through Facebook. So yeah, and it's a very simple, you know, streamlined process. It doesn't take a long time for them to do. It's not complicated. We try and get back to the women within 2 to 4 weeks to let them know, you know, that they've been approved. And then we sort of sit down with them. I talk with them individually. I really try and develop a relationship with them. You know, I still talk to some of the women, most of the women that we have worked with in the past. I try and stay in touch with them. So we just sit down and talk to them and see what's most important to them and their families. And that's really whatever their top priority is how we help them. And the majority, and probably 99% comes from housing. They really need to know that their rent or mortgage is paid. And often that comes along with some gift cards for food and gas. But those are the top 3 ways that we're helping women.
Tough to focus on your health and well-being if you're worried to get a roof over your head while going through something like this.
Yes.
Right. I mean, a lot of people ask the question about why pause.
Yeah.
And so we're big dog people.
Yeah.
And so we believe that dogs or animals are very healing by nature. And so we offer the service that we will take an emotional support dog and have it trained as we'll take a rescue dog and have it trained as an emotional support dog and place it with a family if they so choose. And we have a
and not only that, but we're working with one of our main sponsors, who is Joseph Cuspis from Emily's Interiors in Shrewsbury, and he has sponsored every one of our events. Wow. Every single one of them, hands down. He's just a great guy. But we had a conversation a couple of weeks ago, and he wants to help with the therapeutic part of the dogs. So we would have a dog trained as a Pawsitively for Pink therapy dog, and we'd bring that dog in to see the women that we're working with, or
our
up
events.
into to our events. But it would, so we're really looking forward to making that happen. So that's just in the talks, but
in the piece. So I talked a little bit about, you mentioned Facebook, so Pawsitively4pink.org, and that's PAWSITIVELY, the number 4 pink.org. And then you said LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube,
Twitter,
Twitter,
everywhere.
Everywhere.
We're everywhere.
So a couple minutes left, and you talked about some of the sponsors, but also events. I mean, to assist these women and their families, financially, while they're going through this, to kind of run the program, you need to raise the money, and you've got some events and programming coming up.
Actually, we have one coming up on October 7th at the SAC Park in Shrewsbury, and it's a live music concert. So we have bands from all over the place. We have a couple of The Voice musicians playing. We have some local bands playing, some not local bands who are really good. Our featured is Annie Brost. She plays at 7:30, I think. So it goes from 12 to 9 o'clock at night. We have food trucks, and we have the local mascots from the Woo Sox, the Railers, the Bravehearts. Face painting, just try to make it more of a family friendly.
SAC Park's a great facility,
It
great
is.
place.
It is. Yeah. Lots of raffles.
So that's coming up, and tickets and.
Yep, tickets can be found on Eventbrite, all events, our website, our Facebook. That's pretty much anywhere they can find the tickets.
Food trucks.
Food trucks, raffles,
50-50.
You got it.
Cash bar.
We'll have some cornhole set up there,
Yeah.
some face painting and stuff like that. We also have an event on October 28th, which we're doing our very first Howling Hounds for Hooters run out of the schoolyard. We're big pickleball players, so we've become playing at the schoolyard. And so it's the first opportunity that we have to include the dogs. So we're allowing people to come and run with their dogs. And we're having a costume contest, Halloween costume contest. So we encourage people to come. It's a great cause. Your proceeds go directly to us. Most of our proceeds, at least 75% or 73% of our proceeds are directly to the women we're helping.
Yeah, so every
Which
dollar
is
that
unheard
comes
of
in,
for a
73
nonprofit.
of that goes back out to the women directly.
Yeah, and the people that are listening to us, I mean, we have events, that's great, but we love partnerships. We just partners with WSRS, iHeartRadio. We're trying to get a couple of grocery stores to give us gift certificates so that we can help the women when they come to us, So we're looking for assistance too,
Well, lots of opportunities. Michelle, Kathy, great organization. Sounds like providing really important help. And Pawsitively, the number 4 pink.org, LinkedIn, Instagram. People can find out how they can help get involved or participate in a couple of great events coming up.
All right, thanks so much
Thanks
for
for
having
being
us.
with
Thank you
us.
for our time.
Thank you.
We're going to come right back in our next segment in just a moment.
These days, you've got your hands full in life. That's why we help you bank simply and securely with tools like Face ID and Touch ID. It's why we make it easy to make purchases on the go and get cash back while you're at it. Why we help you quickly deposit checks wherever you are. And it's why we lend a hand with sending and receiving money right from your phone. So even when you're on the move, you can manage your finances. Bank Hometown. Unlock your potential.
Worcester, a city with heart, history, and promise. A hub of innovation in life sciences, education, and healthcare. Home to multi-generational families, first-generation citizens, and next-generation baseball and hockey greats. Home to great parks, world-class museums, theaters, and restaurants. Worcester, the place to visit, to invest, and to call home.